Do you guys want to hear how much credit card debt I have?
But while we're at it, can we also normalize discussing debt? I feel like student loan debt and mortgages are really normalized. We talk about those all the time, but no one really discusses consumer debt. I've only seen a few content creators on here say what they actually have in terms of consumer debt. And even I don't say the full number. I say 5 figures.
You want to know why? Because a lot of people are embarrassed of it. Because at least for mortgage, you're like, hey, I have a house to show for it. Student loan debt, I had to do that to make an investment in my career. Consumer debt is like, I just watch shit that I don't have money for, and I don't care about the consequences. It's like a bad character trait that most people like don't want to associate with.
$47,000 worth of credit card debt. It was 7, but it was insane.
$47,000 in just credit card debt? That's
$1,000. So I took $24,000 out of my 401k temporarily, but I'm paying that back. I also contribute like 14% of my salary to my 401k. It's like a really crazy number. And I had almost no short-term savings up until like...
So wait a second, she has $100,000 in her 401k, but yet she was taking out all this consumer debt and letting that interest rack up? Like, what? She's probably paying 18% interest on those credit cards. What are we doing? And she's like, yeah, but I'm saving up for my retirement. Dude, you're getting murdered on the interest. What? That's after tax money. What?
Very, very recently, and I now have around $1,500 in savings. And I've upped my contribution to my savings every single week. I put $250 in my savings account. And my goal is to not drain that at all when I go to Paris in November. But yeah, there you have it.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, she owes, what, $24,000 on these credit cards? And then she's going to go to Paris. She's like, yeah, I mean, I owe money, but like, I mean, I got to go to Paris. Basically, me spending tons of money that I don't have is, you know, a problem, but I'm still going to keep doing it. I mean, I guess she's paying down the debt and she probably has money for it, but I mean, man, I would rather see her just get totally out of debt first before we start, you know, going on lavish trips. What? Why? I mean, the consumerism in America is out of control. Just out of control. It never ends. It actually never ends, dude. It never ends.
I have 5 figures of credit card debt from shopping. I'm going to do a deep dive into the psychology of having a shopping addiction. It can 1000% ruin your life, not only your finances, but your relationships, goals, motivation.
Why do all of these outfits look like she got them from a thrift store? Like, this shouldn't be costing anything. Those are legit clown shoes she has on. Like, she just robbed a homeless man.
And it can change who you are as a person. I'm not comparing it to alcoholism or any form of drug addiction because obviously that...
What is this sheer skirt over? This is what we went into debt for?
Is a physical dependency, but it's not any different from a gambling addiction. Every time you buy something, your brain releases dopamine and creates a feeling of euphoria, and you feel a little bit high.
Dude, my dad looks like that, and I'm pretty sure he spends less than $100 a year on clothes.
Before you know it, you need more of that dopamine to feel the same amount of happiness. The purchases get bigger, the highs last a short amount of time, and you move on to the next thing. For me, all of my thoughts are consumed by said item that I want. All day, every day, I think about that thing until I buy it.
And this is why, as much as people say the system is broken, it's not the system, okay? It's your brain. Because just like she said, no matter what she buys, no matter what she does, her thoughts are totally consumed with buying more. You could give this woman $1 million and her brain would just go, sick. Now I get to spend $1 million. Like, some people are just a money pit. It's not the system. I mean, maybe it is the system because you allow them to make decisions when they're children and they can't make decisions. And I don't mean they're children as in like being demeaning, but just the same way how like you can't give a kid a gun because he makes poor decisions and he might shoot somebody on accident and not understand the repercussions of it. These people destroy their financial future. And then even with the information, like they've been told it, they understand it. These people understand there's interest with all these debts. They're just like, I don't care. The future is so far away. Like, they cannot conceptualize the damage they're doing until they get so far deep that it ruins their now. Right? She's like, well, I can't shop now because I have so much in debt. Just like a child can't understand that if he shoots somebody, right, that person's now dead. He might go to prison. Like, they just can't. They're just like, bang, 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 I love gun. And I don't know. You fix this problem.
It's the first thing that pops up in the morning when I wake up, and it's the last thought I have before I go to sleep, and everything in between. Do I have...
I just wish her outfits weren't so ugly. I can't. It's just her wasting money on these outfits hurts my soul because it's so ugly.
So in 2020, I filed for bankruptcy. because I had
No.
$100,000 in debt.
100,000. What was the debt?
Holy shit.
Credit cards mostly.
Why would we have credit cards?
How much money did he make that he could take out $100,000 in credit cards? This dude must be making bank.
Today, then, if without changing your behavior and you had to go through bankruptcy.
I mean, it is.
No, you had to take out bankruptcy.
You.
It is a lot less debt now.
No, because you went through bankruptcy. But why are we back in debt? Did you not learn your lesson? Bankruptcy is not cheap. It's certainly cheaper than $100,000, but it's also not stress-free. Why are we back in debt? Why have we not? Okay, well, so mostly credit card. $100,000 of credit cards for red.
For
Because he's wearing red.
location.
Oh, what
Food.
were you making at that time?
Oh, here we go.
Probably similar, around like 75, 80K.
75 or 80K. I wonder how long it took him to get into this much debt. I would bet 5 to 7 years. He was probably spending 20% over. Well, you gotta think he's making 75 after tax, probably 62, maybe 60. Holy dude. Yeah, it's just some people should be banned from having debt. That's why there's credit scores, by the way. I guess that's the idea of fixing it, but man, it's just crazy to watch people just spin their wheels, dude, and just be shocked. At least this guy doesn't seem to be complaining about the system that got him stuck. He's like, I just like clothes, man.
Okay.
Have you ever
I just want to be rich.
Not really.
Then why would we go through bankruptcy without at least learning how to budget to prevent us from going through bankruptcy again?
Sure. I just really like.
He knows why. He's like, I just don't want to do it. It's just like someone going through a diet who you're like, well, have you counted calories? And they're like, no, that's too much. I'm not going to do that. And then you go, oh, well, that's why you're not losing weight. You're not counting your calories. How do you know if you're eating too little or too much? You know, because you're supposed to be losing around 2 pounds a week, no more, no less, ideally for health, maybe 1 pound a week if you want to make it easy. Like, oh, I don't want to do that. I'm just avoiding soda. It's like, no wonder it's not working, dude. You're not even putting the effort in. You're not even looking at the metrics that cause you to gain weight or lose weight. Like, what? Just like this guy's like, I don't know how I got into debt. Well, did you budget? No, I just lived my life normally and thought it would just work its way out. I mean, was I supposed to try?
Payment plans.
You like payment plans.
Yeah.
What is liking payment plans? Why? That
Because he can spend more than he makes.
Where you have to go through bankruptcy.
So that easy.
Do you want to get a house?
I do.
Everybody wants a house, but they don't want to make sacrifices. Everybody wants to be skinny, but they don't want to go on a diet. I mean, it's tale as old as time. Tale as old as time.
I have $30,000 in credit card debt.
Holy.
When they call, I tell them I can't pay it back yet.
People will do anything for clout. Bragging about well, I don't know if she's bragging, but putting up your $30,000 Victoria's Secret debt just for TikTok views. People will do anything for a click nowadays, man. It's kind of sad. My generation is cooked, dude.